Yes, hello everyone. Just wondering if you hear the sound. I'm just doing the final sound check. Could you please send plus to the chat if you hear me? Hello guys, hello everyone. Thank you in advance for your time, for the time devoted to that event. I'm so excited. All right, cool. Yes, and once again, good morning, dear friends, and we are happy to welcome you to our webinar dedicated to the new version of Eocortex. It's Eocortex 2.8, and during this webinar, we'll get acquainted with the new features of Eocortex. There are 3 updates, including a new intelligent module, new integration with Honeywell, and new type of encryption. And as always, to make this webinar more interactive, you're welcome to ask your questions and discuss your ideas right here in the chat during our online session. And in addition, this webinar aims to help you understand the way of using new Eocortex features, reveal their competitive advantages, and your benefits of utilizing them. And in the course of the webinar, we'll make an online demonstration of the new face recognition and unique visitor counting modules, show you how to work with SSL certificates, and tell you about the new capabilities of Honeywell integration. So please stay with us and you'll get all those answers. So just please make yourself comfortable and let us start. So just let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Paul Zemsky, and I'm a business development manager at Eocortex. And we already met at the webinar that dealt with versions 2.5 and 2.7, and I'm responsible for relations with international partners. And also, I would like to introduce my colleague Ilya, our pre-sale engineer, who will join the webinar to showcase the new functions and updates. And you'll already know Ilya by various technical webinars and demos where he showed the wonders of our product's operations. So just let us start. So just 3 months after the release of version 2.7, we already presented you the new version. So on this slide, you see the new features available to the users today. And each and every feature has been developed or improved based on end user requests. And our webinar will progress as follows. First, I will tell you about a particular update and its function, and then Ilya will show how it works. So let the fun begin. We're going to start with the new modules. Their test and pre-sale started in the beginning of autumn. Many have already appraised the new features, but those who don't follow the news, we will showcase them again. No problem. And at this moment, Eocortex offers 3 variations of the face recognition module. They differ according to the set of features, tasks that can be solved, and of course, price. And the first option is Face Recognition Lite. It perfectly fits if you work with access control systems, and the Lite is different from other versions due to its minimal technical requirements while preserving high accuracy. And this module, the Lite, permits to work with a database of up to 500 people free of charge. That's the difference, you know. If you're quite familiar with the old face recognition module, now we can offer the database up to 500 people free of charge. And you enter the data and set different access levels to persons, fully automating the access to a specific facility. Besides that, the module can be integrated with any access control system. And the next and more powerful version is Face Recognition Complete. So the range of tasks that the complete version can solve is quite wide. So, you know, the complete can be used at the stadiums, stores, cities, and the main difference is that the complete has the capability to recognize faces in the crowds, has an unlimited face database, and allows to find faces in the archive. And the module can be integrated with an existing security system. And the users create the databases, set up user scenarios to recognize faces from a database, register the time when a face was recognized. This is how it works. And if you have a project that requires the features offered by this module, just let us know and we will choose an optimal solution for you. We'll be more than happy. And finally, the third version. So it has a feature that counts unique visitors. So this technology works on the basis of the face recognition module. So the module scans the crowd, compares the visitors' faces, and highlights the unique visitors. In addition, you get a sex and age visitor statistics. And Ilya will show you the operation and setup of these modules a little bit later. And if you look at the comparison table over here, this slide, you notice that one of the advantages of the new module is the usage of the GPU resources, meaning that your customer will be able to significantly save server processing capacities. To get a detailed technical specification, please contact your Eocortex manager. If you don't have Eocortex manager yet, please contact support@eocortex.com, and yeah, we'll contact you as soon as possible. And on this slide, you can also see the retail price of the modules. So be aware that right now, an attractive offer is available for bulk purchase of the new modules. So the more you buy, the higher discount you'll get. And please don't miss this opportunity to buy modules for a new price. And as you already know, the face recognition module was present in our line of products before, but now it comes with significant improvements. We have increased the accuracy and the speed of recognition and optimized the technical requirements of the module. In order to enable the module to solve a wider variety of tasks, we have added the recognition of faces in a crowd and the sex and age determination. And more feature mean more capability. And let's talk about the first version. So the face recognition light. Its main task is to automate the access to a territory. In comparison with the previous version of the module, this one is faster and more precise, and its usage has become more efficient in terms of equipment load. And on the next slide, you can see a comparative table of the system that supports automated access control. And today, the main solutions in this sphere are passes, biometric data, and face recognition. Every technology has its advantages and limitations. Just please tell us what solution do you offer your clients most often, and you won't tell us? No problem, that's okay. In our opinion, the most reliable solution is the combination of two technologies: face recognition and passes. It's practically impossible to fool this kind of system. However, the recognition speed doesn't change. And of course, in order to ensure the high recognition speed and accuracy, you will need a powerful server. And on this slide, you can see the technical characteristics of the server capacity, which will be sufficient for the module to work correctly. And you can create your own table thanks to a special calculator that's available on the eocortex.com website. But anyway, you're always welcome to ask us for the calculation, and we'd be more than happy to send it back to you ASAP. That's our job, to support you, to assist you with all matters. And now let's talk about the face recognition complete. As I said before, the complete version of the module allows to perform extremely fast and precise recognition of faces in the crowd. It also includes a face database, meaning that the customers can create a database of persons regarded as undesirable and receive notifications when such persons are recognized. And the most common field of application of these modules is stores. We are going to take them as an example. So with the help of face recognition complete, it is possible to catch shoplifters and prevent recurrent theft. Also, you can recognize loyal customers and upgrade the service level up for them. So, of course, this is only one of the fields of application, because, the range of uses of this powerful tool is almost unlimited. Absolutely. And we provide you with the feature of automatic notifications. So the client would always know when someone from the database is in the premises. So you can receive messages to your email, phone, or alarm screen that you can set up for your convenience, no problem. And if we talk about stores, like FMCG stores, cash and carry, every time the face of an undesirable person appears on the frame, Eocortex sends an alarm notification. So the security guard will be able to respond promptly and apprehend the wrongdoer. And moreover, it will be possible to download the reports with the videos and other data related to the time when the criminals were in the store and pass it to the police for a subsequent investigation. And the most important advantage of the module is the option to use the computing resources of a video card of the GPU. This allows the user to save server computing power and make the system less expensive. And now we will move to a new module with a unique set of features. So previously, Eocortex suggested to use the people counting module for calculating conversion. But it led to errors, since the module could count the same person several times. Yes, it happened. But now we have a solution to this issue, and now it's called the Unique Visitor Counting Module. And the module performs counting of unique visitors detected by a camera. A client compares the number of visitors to the number of purchases and gets the conversion ratio. Using this data, the client can start the internal audit of the store to identify issues. And since the module counts only the unique visitors, you will know the accurate conversion from visitors to buyers. It's very important for every store, every retail store, FMCG, whatever. Yeah, it's very, very important matter. And moreover, the module creates a demographic profile of the customers, collecting data regarding their sex and age. And of course, this module is designed not for only retail, but it can bring tangible economic benefits, particularly to stores. So just see it for yourself. So the main aim of a store owner is to increase profit. According to the statistics, the 2% increase in conversion results in 20% boost in revenue. So you can review the mathematical calculation in detail, but the economic benefit for your customers is quite apparent. And using the Eocortex Unique Visitor Counting module, the user can estimate the conversion level, carry on promotional events, and assess their impact on the number of buyers. And the Unique Visitor Counting module generates reports containing the number of unique visitors and the graph of visitors' gender and age. So just choose the time interval and create the report. Here you can see, here you can see the graphics. And the number of unique visitors is shown on the scale right here on the slide. And it means that the visitor that entered the building several times or your employee won't be counted. Thus, you will obtain accurate visitor counts. And the info about age and gender in retail helps to optimize the product line and offer only those products that are in demand of the customers. And the Unique Visitor Counting module also uses the video card. And the technical specifications for this module are already available in English and French, and we'll proceed in several localizations soon. And now I give the floor to Ilya, and he will show us the setup and operation of the new modules. Ilya, please start.
Thank you. Hello, everybody again. Let me start the screen sharing. Yeah, it's on right now. So today, let's take a look on to our new modules, Unique Visitor Counting and Face Recognition Complete. So first of all, I want to show you Unique Visitor Counting. Here we can see the video from the real store. And in the right, we can see the interface of this module, where we can see the face, date, time, gender, and age. we can search for faces. For example, if we want to find someone from staff and not to count them, we can select this face and add this person to the database. You can also see that now we have a new interface for the facial database, and here we just detected this face. We confirm this info, add this person to the special group staff. If we need, we can also add some additional information like name, second name, last name, and so on. But still, we can just select the group, update. And then the main feature of this module is reports. So let's build a report for the day. So this report was already done. Let's do it again. So we select the time for the report. We can set the exclusion, so not to count staff. And if we need to provide the info for marketing, we can also make an exclusion for age and gender. So let's make a report again. So as you can see here, we started analyzing the video, and first we see that the number of visitors was increasing, and also we can see here the number of unique visitors. So first, when the store was just opened, the number of unique visitors was pretty high, but then when the same visitors were entering the same store, they were not the unique anymore, so they were already seen by the module. And you can see that we can see the number of visitors, but the number of unique visitors is pretty low for the next days. Here we can also see the statistics about the gender and age. So for the age and gender. Also, we can see the info for the total quantity of visitors and including the number of total unique visitors. Also, another important option that we can set the timeout for the repeat recognition. So if we know that somebody is going through the doors several times for a small period of time, we can set the timeout, and this person won't be recognized again and again by the same module, so the accuracy of the statistics will be higher. So let's go forward and take a look on the facial recognition complete. So here in the client, you may notice that the interface is pretty the same as for the previous facial recognition module. But if we open the database and reports, we can see that our module now can also recognize the gender and the age. And there is also another option. We can add faces to the database by using not the photos from this camera. We can upload a photo just from Facebook or Instagram. So now you don't need to catch the good quality image from the camera. You can just upload a new photo from the your social network. So let's try to search for a person. So now I will also show you the new option called face search. So here we can upload a photo of the person. So now the face is a little bit angled. so we can't upload this image. But if we just cut it a little bit, the module created an image of this person, of his face, so we can apply it, and then search for all the events when this person was recognized by the module. So we can see all the events when this person was detected by this camera, and it can be very important for the police to understand maybe the suspicious person was entering your site in the past. Yeah. Also, there is an important difference between the previous facial recognition and the new one, because the new module is working on neural network. So now we don't need to add several samples of the same face. We just need to upload one good quality image. For example, you can take it by your phone or a special camera, and then upload a high quality image to the database, and then it will be used as a photo for this person. So I think that's all that I wanted to show you about the facial recognition. So Paul, please continue.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ilya. I was so excited, about this presentation, because this is the great competitive advantage for all of our partners. So when you use facial recognition that is based on Eocortex, on Eocortex architecture and on Eocortex software, that's a good thing, and yeah, dear participants, we can offer you to test any of these modules that we have showed you right now. And along with the test license, you also get the instruction for a crash test. Try out our module in totally different conditions and make an attempt to fool it. So believe me, it's not easy. It's not that easy, absolutely. And let's talk about the new large update dedicated to the enhancement of the system security. Let us examine the data encoding issue in more detail. So since it's the key point when it comes to ensuring compliance with the GDPR, according to the GDPR norms, the personal data being collected must be protected from the unauthorized processing, eliminating or corruption, So to ensure that, Eocortex uses the SSL certificates. Notably, Eocortex encrypts data on all levels. And later, Ilya will talk about the setup of the SSL certificates. And the SSL certificates provide the secure data transfer, ensuring that the data cannot be intercepted and decoded by third parties. This way, starting from version 2.8, which is presented right now, you get a tool that allows you to configure the system according to the GDPR. And let us see what other features will help you to configure your system in such a way as to ensure its compliance with the GDPR. First, Eocortex is equipped with the video analysis modules. They allow to collect and analyze data. And each module has a range of settings enabling the system to collect and analyze only the required data. And the collected data can be completely removed from the system. The data can also be deleted automatically upon expiration of the storage time set in the course of the system setup. And you may also delete the data at your own discretion, for example, the photos of a person or the video fragments. And all the requirements regarding data storage and deletion are stipulated in the GDPR and were mentioned before on our webinar. And the access to a video surveillance system and the data collected by it can be adjusted via the user rights management tool. So you can grant certain rights to the users for viewing the archive, setting up the system, or viewing the event log. That means that the data can be accessed only by those users who have the appropriate rights. And as it was mentioned before, the main feature is the end-to-end encryption. Hence, the access to the personal data is protected and it's required by the GDPR. Ilya, please show us the setup and operation of the SSL certificates. Thank you.
Sure, let me start. Previously we had already implemented the encryption between the server and the client, but it wasn't very user-friendly because you couldn't see if your connection is encrypted before you put the specific port for the HTTPS. So previously you needed to put the specific port right here, and only in this case you'll be able to use the encrypt connection. Now it's much easier, so you just click this secured connection, connect, and then during the first connection you will see the information about the certificate that you're using during the connection. Then you can reject it, and then you won't be connected to the server or accept it. So now we're watching the cameras, and the client server connection is encrypted. Then also let's go forward to the system settings, and I will show you the camera server encryption. So not all the brands support this encryption, but if they support, for example, Axis or some other brands, the interface for the secured connection is again pretty simple. So we have this log that is used to enable or disable the encrypt connection. So we just can disable it, test the video stream. For some cameras, we will also get the video stream without the encryption. For some cameras, we won't get the video stream if the connection is not encrypted. So if this is required for some projects with the security and we need the encryption, we can just lock the HTTP port, and then the video won't be received without encryption. So we enable the encryption, and now we see the video from the Axis lab. Also, here we can set the licensing for the server, so the certificate that we're using. So right here, we can open the server configuration, open the tab SSL certificate, and here we can see the info about this certificate, the validation, so we can see if it's valid and when will it expire, and upload a new certificate. So now you can use your own certificates to encrypt the connection between the server and the client. So thank you for your attention. Paul, please continue.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ilya. And as you can see, the current version is much more secure than the previous one, and that is 100% true. And so the next, so by the way, the next update is an integration performed for a particular project that was later included in the main version of the software. You know what happens, because we are making integration upon end user requests, and we are 100% focused on your request and your customer's request. So that's why it's made like this. And now the setup tools of in-depth interaction between Eocortex and Honeywell access control system are available for you. And two systems exchange events. allowing to configure a wide range of scenarios that enhance the system security and make it more powerful and easy to use. So, for example, the system allows to bind the events from the access control system to real cameras. When an alert signal is received, the window with the video from the camera which will the alert signal came will open. And you can also configure scenarios for the events received from the access control system and activate the external system through Eocortex. So I suggest you to test this integration by yourself and examine the new features. So if you have any project connected with Honeywell, please ask us for support and we can find the right solution right for you. That's no problem for us here. You know, we are integrations since our start. And this is all for today, guys. So thank you for your questions and thank you very much for your time devoted to the webinar. So the version 2.8 is already available on our website in English, Dutch, French, and Spanish, and some of languages are on their way to be implemented to the software, and that documentation is about to be ready also. And I'd like to mention once again that the new features are available for your testing. So no problem, just give us a call or drop us a line via email. You can fill in the request on our website, eocortex.com, and we'll be more than happy to respond in like ASAP, you know, as soon as possible. We always trying to do our best to respond very, very quickly. And one last thing, a short announcement. I will offer you guys a questionnaire where you can select the modules that you'd like to test or buy. And follow our news in the social networks, in Facebook and LinkedIn. And soon we will launch an attractive promotional campaign, so don't miss the opportunity to buy our product for an attractive price. And Ilya and I say goodbye to you all, guys, and see you during our next presentation in December. We'd be more than happy to see you all, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and check the questionnaire and add it to the main screen. So could you please fill out the questions? I'd really appreciate it. Yeah, just wondered if you guys see the questionnaire right now. That's cool. Thank you very much.